Need to be more careful next time.
Feeling better yet, Traveler?
It is what it is.
Alright, let's get ready. I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers. I have a feeling that Ororon is probably being held inside.
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
Yeah, I'm very sorry. I didn't realize I was holding you up, especially with my soul ripped from my body.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. Like the wind and the clouds. We either move as one or not at all.
I don't know about that reasoning, especially if it's time sensitive.
But if you want to make it up to me, then just be sure to fight extra hard when the time comes.
Why that sound ominous? Okay, witch grandma. Oh my lord, I can call her witch grandma, and it also sounds like rich grandma. I love it. Okay, witch grandma. And before anything else, let me just activate this teleportation for ease. And how far away is it? Okay, only 100 away. That's not too bad. So I guess there's no reason to really do a transition yet. I could activate that dungeon up there, but I will refrain from that at the moment. Because that usually revolves a puzzle of some kind, usually. Okay, here we go. Yeah, see, now that's a camp right there.
Look over there.
Huh? Paimon thinks she sees someone in the middle of the camp.
I think we see a lot of people in the camp, Paimon.
That's Ororon. So he really was taken by the Fatui.
Dare they treat my grandson like this? Also, I've noticed, yeah, we can't hear her thoughts anymore. That's a shame. Boo.
All right, we'll take the lead.
With minimum security at that.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
I am not even going to try to how to pronounce that name. I immediately just give up.
I cannot see the sun.
What?
Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so I must beseech you to move aside.
Huh? Okay, Mr. Philosopher. That's enough mumbo-jumbo.
Well, you're easily spooked.
Wow. I'm going to rip that guy's head right off.
Unfortunately, that's not this kind of game, unfortunately. Honestly, I would not mind seeing a version of Genshin Impact that does go into the darker aspects. But unfortunately, we are not. So that is not going to happen.
See, Lolly's struggling to control her temper now.
I don't know if she's trying, to be perfectly honest.
Are you ready? Let's go kick their butts.
Yeah, she's not trying.
On my count. 3, 2, 1!
This is rash.
Still trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against. Don't blink.
I will end
No slacking off. Let's end this quick,
You need to go down. You need to go down. You can heal. You can heal. Okay, you're down. Alright.
The wind knows me.
Let's suck everyone up and swirl them all up. Let's get you out next.
This is where
For a second, I thought I didn't activate it in time.
Let's end this quick.
And suck you all up and suck you all off.
nowhere to hide.
Where is everyone?
Come on.
Healing everyone up. Okay, where is everyone? Okay.
Into the wind.
Oh, come off that.
Laid bare.
Just sit still and let me hit you already.
One with nature.
Yeah, fine. Get over here. Okay, you're Earth, so that's not really gonna work. Anyone else? We good? Alright, we're
Ororon!
good.
Granny!
Wow, you're really playing this up, aren't ya?
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eats to Lead, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually call her Granny.
I think only he can call her
And
Granny.
greetings to you too, Gramps.
Oh, well, fudge you too.
What did you just call him?
Veggie kid.
Gramps? Is that not right? You're Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age as her, so I figured you've got to be Gramps.
So yeah, again, about that whole sub-cosmic entity backstory that we may or may not have / deity. Yeah.
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me. You can't go around calling everyone Gramps or Granny.
But it freaks everyone out though, Granny. Also, it kind of implies a relationship, actually, as well, between, you know, you and anyone else that he calls Gramps.
Oh, wait. He's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8 or 9 years old.
Is that a thing? I'm trying to remember in previous characters that that's a thing. I don't remember.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine. Given how hard those thorns are to remove, I may just need to find a pair of tweezers.
Oh my lord, you're really laying it on thick, aren't
Why
ya?
are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Paimon, he's messing with you.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, I basically see everyone above a certain age as an elder I should look up to. Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding, Ororon?
Aww, head pats.
Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid? Heed the 3 warnings.
Oh, the 3 rules that shall not be named.
Be wary of beasts prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and strange people who appear out of nowhere.
Sounding less like a granny and more like a mom.
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore them. I always knew that living on your own was going to get you into trouble sooner or later. But getting kidnapped? That really takes the cake.
And now she's gonna kidnap you and you're gonna go live with her from now on, because now she can't trust you to live by yourself.
You won't always be able to rely on other people coming to your rescue, you know. You're just lucky we got here when we did. Or we might be launching another search and rescue operation to find out where they put your severed head.
You are focusing on severed heads a lot, aren't you?
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be more careful next time.
No, you're not.
Next time? Oh, good one. You think there'll be a
Yep.
next time after this? Not a chance.
Yeah, she's in full protective granny bear mode. Aww, but I'm not falling for it.
They didn't hurt you, did they?
They probably had to rough you up a little bit, so probably yes.
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a map of the ley line distribution.
Okay, now answer me honestly. Were you the one who helped the captain escape after his battle with the Pyro Archon?
Yes,
So why did you do it?
because
Okay, now what's your excuse?
because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Hey, I'm no ordinary granny. Would they really dare to come after me? And you! Did the gods give you a brain just for you to not use it? Did you really believe everything they said at face value and not stop to think?
Yet it's interesting she says that because she herself is kind of doing something where she is seeing the, at least from our point of view, it looks like she's only seeing the surface value of everything. So if she herself is not using her brain of how, no, so there's something fishy about this. Like, she's letting her emotions run rampant here and not seeing the signs. Or maybe she is seeing the signs and there's going to be like a reverse Uno reverse in the near future. I'm still waiting for it to be something along those lines.
Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind, and didn't slap your name on a wanted poster. Don't think for a second that she doesn't know what's happening. Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need to preemptively panic. Have you forgotten the words that I've taught you?
But isn't that what you just did, actually? On some level?
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Ugh, forget it. We can submit the details of this camp and the defeated Fatui as evidence of your innocence. Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Ororon, you better remember this lesson well and seriously reflect on your actions. Also, once we return to the city, come to the speaker's chamber with me. I'll need you to explain everything.
Sounds good. Should I bring some of my homegrown vegetables as well?
There's the veggie boy there.
Your vegetables?
Okay, if he starts at any point saying that they talk to him in some way, I'm just gonna be like, okay, whatever, VeggieTale boy. Like, at that point, I'm like, okay, and we're just gonna keep on moving.
Yes, I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden. I hope the Pyro Archon won't be too picky about the selection.
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. If you do come face to face with the Pyro Archon, the first thing you should do is...
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with the Fatui!
How exactly did the Masters raise this guy?
He is very cheeky, I'll give you that.
Right.
Alright, well, off we go, it seems. Alright, yep, we went to the chambers and transition time.
I see. So Ororon came to the captain's rescue because he promised to help him in exchange for Citlali's safety.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Now that you know Ororon was only trying to protect another member of his tribe, could I ask you to petition the Pyro Archon for her forgiveness?
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Will I need to stay here?
Probably, yes.
Technically, yes. But if Miss Citlali is willing to serve as your guarantor, then we can release you from custody.
Okay, I feel like that may be a conflict there, but okay.
Sure, I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here. I still have other things to do.
Ouch.
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Ororon, please report back to the Speaker's chamber as soon as you've received notice of the Archon's decision.
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Granny.
Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your help. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about my side of the deal.
I mean, honestly, this was honestly very underwhelming when you think about it. We just kind of... Yeah, it's actually kind of odd how this progressed, to be perfectly honest. It actually seemed a bit random at certain points. Yes, yeah, we were there because there was an eyewitness, but obviously that eyewitness was probably a plant by the Fatui to not only bring Granny, but how would they know we would be there, though? I don't know. I think there's a lot of, sense of suspend your disbelief at certain points here, I feel like.
Once Ororon is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an ancient name for you.
But regardless, it is what it is. Yeah, but as long as we're all having fun.
Oh, thank you.
Yep, counting on you.
You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done. You can just go twiddle your thumbs or something while you wait for the good news. Bye for now.
Okay, again, are we still connected telepathically, or was that disconnected when you got far away from us? But we were still able to see the sight, though, so maybe it was just a temporary side effect, or maybe that's going to come into play again in the future in terms of the main story, that, oh, she actually heard us when we were going over the Capitano situation. Ooh, actually, she may already know what's going on.
Come with me, Ororon. We've got to find you a place to stay for the night.
Goodbye, Gramps.
Alright, this new grandson of mine is way too polite. Say ya, sonny. Yep. He's not really trying that hard, to be perfectly honest. Yeah. Well, we'll find out as the story progresses.
We're finally done. All right, it's time to find some grub.
And we're back to the food mentality. Yeah.
What is it, Traveler?
Okay. Be very careful what you're about to say, Ether, because Paimon has the biggest. Like, she cannot hold her tongue. Like, you need to be... She has a big mouth on her. You need to be careful what you're about to say. Okay, no, we are full on telling her everything. Ether, why would you not only tell her this? Someone you know cannot keep a secret. Or if she does, she is very bad at it. But you also don't pull her aside into like an in-room of some kind. Instead, you are just in a random alcove where... Oh my lord almighty. I'm just gonna... Sure, okay, fine. This is where we're going. Okay. This is where we're going with the story. Got it.
Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So you
And
really
why would
saw
you?
him in the Night Kingdom? And he didn't attack you?
Oh, he was getting ready to choke me in front of the captain, but... Ooh, that actually sounds... That sounds like a different situation altogether instead of what it was. Just took that away in the back of my head for later.
Oh, that Ororon. What is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. Paimon would have never guessed anything was happening. All that stuff about protecting Seat Lally and being forced to help the Fatui when he's actually been a willing accomplice all along.
Again, we really don't... Yeah, we need as much information as possible.
Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice no matter what, so if you want to go, we can go together.
Alright, sounds like a plan. Just don't get yourself into a hostage situation,
We still have
please.
another whole day before the meeting, so we'll just meet with them when the time comes.
Which means more transition! so wait until 20 the next day. Let's go ahead and set that up. Alright. Okay, gosh darn it, Arlecchino, it's not time to sit down now. Alright, so we are going... Oh, okay, I can heal myself up over here. Give me that sweet, sweet Archon healing juice. Alright, onwards we go. Whee! Have an odd random spot. I wonder how they go about in the planning process for these little areas and scenes. I wonder what goes into the decision making.
Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone. Oh, please don't let this be a trap.
Paimon, if I could make Aether grab you by the shoulders and shake you vigorously, I would right now, the minute you said that, because now it is guaranteed that this is a trap. Yeah, and there it is.
What was that?
Oh, Paimon. There are times where I just want to bop you on the head, and there are other times I just want to give you a big old hug.
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people like that. What are you, a ghost?
Maybe he is.
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
Oh, you must have been quite a handful growing up.
And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shady stuff behind people's backs.
I'm
right.
sorry.
Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you two sound really similar, you know.
Okay, is that supposed to hint at something?
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, if the tiny shoes fit.
Well, I could.
I think this is... Why does he remind me, just personality-wise, he reminds me of Craig from South Park. Weird comparison, I know, but it just... I don't know, it's just the whole... It's like a tick almost that he has. That's what it feels like. It sounds like it's not like he's doing it on purpose, maybe? Well, I don't know. It's really hard to tell. It's like I said, I think he's just used to doing this with everyone, and it's almost like a tick at this point that he has to do it now. Either that or he's just a little chaos gremlin secretly, yeah. But regardless, so let's get straight to the point. Let's get to plot. Is Dad here? Dad, are you here?
It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character.
Hey, Dad. Yeah, I do not care what you all think about me.
Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you.
Well, of
Child
course.
told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather
He's
than
projecting.
facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side.
Okay, I mean, I can see where you're coming from there, especially given what we are capable of. But considering, I'm trying to remember what rank you are in the Fatui. The fact that you're saying that is very interesting.
If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And
Yes.
that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid.
Well, okay, we'll clash in the in your story quest in the future.
I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person.
I'm gonna try not to be.
And once you've learned the truth of the Pyro Archon Malwika, would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
And depending on what that proposal is, and depending on what Mavwika is doing, ultimately. No, because again, she is also... Okay, it's one of those things where there's so many people that are... I'm pretty sure Mavwika is pullable, and she's coming up soon. Not only that, but Ororon, I already got him in the party. And then there's also talks of Capitano potentially being pullable in the future. And a lot of people are, like, you know, especially I think they're even editing Capitano's model, actually, for a future version, like, future model of him. Although I know a lot of people are like, keep the mask on, keep the mask on. And then everyone's like, what's behind the mask? What's behind the mask? But then, as you know, I feel like a lot of people want the option to be able to put the mask back on or keep it off at the very least, like a toggle situation. But anyways, I am going down a side rant that is, you know, off on left field at the moment. Let's get back on track.
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Okay, is this gonna be like a mass sacrifice thing to empower or get enough energy, or like what's the
Wait,
deal?
how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
I beg to differ, but okay.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be
Ow.
frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back?
Okay, so you're concerned about all the unknown variables, that there's too much left to chance.
If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Tevat, will pay for her mistakes.
Wait, hold on. Didn't Mavwika say something about time and how... Oh, maybe she already knows it's going to succeed. Maybe that's why. Like, I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure there was some time-related shenanigans going on in the previous quest. So I think maybe there's something to what she's doing. To an extent.
Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along, the details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you?
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan.
Okay.
Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan, and all of Natlan will be lost to the Abyss.
Okay. Is this something that you've discussed with her at some point, or is this, like, I'm very curious, like...
We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
Yeah, there's a lot of speculation going on here.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa's plan?
Oh. Is the Gnosis have something to do with his backup? Wait a second, is this going to be a revival? Because I remember the Gnosis is like a piece of a Descender, if I recall correctly. Are they going to try to bring back this Descender to combat against the Abyss?
I knew you'd be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa.
Blasphemy!
Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged.
My question is, though, does she have it, and does she, or if she doesn't, does she know where it is? Because she wasn't, There's a lot of variables here that I can see, a lot of twists and turns this story could go.
And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately if we reach an agreement.
Oh, okay. Ooh, we've been spotted. And again, I apologize if I'm pausing too much. I'm very much a theory kind of person, and I really try to guess what's gonna happen, even if I just sit and continue going through the dialogue of everything. No, it's one of the things I wanted to just kind of get. I like to theorize as we go. I feel like it's a nice little fun little process.
Someone's here.
Why are you surprised? We are kind of. I mean, we're right nearby the main arena area. And not only that, but also considering the fact that you were supposed to be watched by a very specific someone. And honestly, why are you here actually, now that I think about it? Do you needing to be here, was that relevant? I'm trying to remember. Gosh, I forget things so easily. It's insane.
The captain disappeared.
It's like he was never there to begin
Something
with.
is rapidly approaching. Oh no.
Oh no, it is the full fury of Granny Bear. Please let it be Granny Bear. Yes!
Jump.
Yes!
It's your granny.
Yes, it is Granny Bear. I was right. I love. This is why I try to theorize things, because of this exact moment and feeling. It's like, oh no, I feel something bad's approaching and fast. It's like, it's Granny. You deserve that.
When did you get here?
She's been here the entire
I
time.
knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to.
There it is. I knew it. I knew someone was playing the long con here. She knew something was up. Like, for Pete's sakes, for someone, who's lived as long as she has, which I do not know how long that is, but the fact that they keep emphasizing it tells me it is a long time. She is not stupid. And I enjoy that. That even though her social skills are severely, just non-existent, she is not stupid. And she's like, you cannot pull wool over your grandma's eyes, Sonny.
How dare you go behind our backs like this, Ororon? Colluding with the Fatui? Really?
Also add on to the fact that she could have overheard Paimon when she yelled a very specific thing out loud.
Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scolding just by staying quiet?
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Yes, you are.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What the heck are you up to?
You are gonna get a spanking later on.
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
I can't tell with the tone of your voice if you're really feeling guilty or not. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, because of how you are presented to us, I cannot really trust anything you say at this point.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear
Yes!
if I don't teach you a lesson right here and now!
She is going to literally spank him so much. Like, oh my lord. Tools? What tools? What kind of tools were you looking for here? Is that a paddling? That's a paddling. Like, how many Simpsons references can we get here? Just, how many paddlings do we need? Does this boy need? Maybe we should shave all of his hair or something. Seed lolly. Or maybe we'll do something to the vegetables or something. Maybe make him, maybe make him smell bad and then hide it all over his house or something. His place will be rank with many, many months to come. Like, I'm just trying to think of just random silly punishments of some kind. Shave the hair. Like, I can't really think of much else due to the information I know about Ororon, so... Oh, of course, spanking, of course.
Wait, Lolly, please calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that
Sort
the
of.
captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore.
Well, it's not that he's not trying to seize the Gnosis. Is that he just can't at this moment in time. And also, we have literally learned the bare minimum of what's going on. Because of course, they can't just, put all their cards on the table.
So maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
No, just do that off screen.
Listen well, Ororon. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. This isn't over. You hear me? You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in the city. You two keep an eye on Ororon for me, okay?
I am honestly surprised you're trusting us with that. Like, we do not know each other for very long. Yeah, well, then again, she's considers us a friend, so, Regardless, yeah, our conversation was interrupted. The most crucial moment, because of course, plots. It has to drag it out as long as possible. And that is the one thing I will say about Genshin in general, is that when it comes to plot in general, they stretch it out so much to the point where it is frustratingly exhausting. Which is kind of funny because I'm kind of doing the same thing actually. But I'm only doing it for a couple seconds. They've been doing it for years. Yeah, but anyways, yep, he's still here. Let's see what he knows, at least, of why he's doing what he's doing. Ah, Lord. To whence the smoke return? Oh, come on. Really? Really? 89 meters. That's really... Why have us move at all at this point? I mean, at this point, you're basically just giving us an option to do other stuff or something. But it's like, there's really not a point for that at this... Yeah, no, I guess it's really just a... Hey, if you want to take a break from the main story, you could go do other things. This way you're not locked into the quest, the Archon quest for 5 hours. Which at this point, we are going on for about 2 hours, it seems. Okay, I'll see how I'll end up I may have to split this up into multiple videos, just so it's a lot easier to digest. Anyways, enough about my delaying and rambling and all that chitter-chatter. Return to the stadium. The stadium. Versus the stadium. Oh wow, I really stopped it right before the transition. Well, now that we're all here...
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief.
You had others?
Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? You've got a head on your shoulders, Ororon. Use it!
Okay, again, she keeps talking about head so much. It's actually kind of getting concerning a little bit.
Why did you help the captain? And I want the truth this time.
Yes, because that's totally going to... I hope... Nah, she's a grandma bear. She'll know if he's lying. Oh, just spit it out at this point.
No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask a different question. What does the captain want? What is his purpose in Natlan?
Well, here's the thing. Now that he's been compromised, there's a pretty good chance that he's going to be cut loose at this point. Do you even know anything?
Really? You're just going to stonewall me?
Wait, is this going to be like a... Is this a Farina situation? This feels like a Farina situation. Also, we going to get laser beam soon. Why does it feel like you're stalling? Yeah, he has no intention of answering her, but it almost feels like he's dragging his feet.
Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? Only endless trouble awaits you and everyone in the tribe. You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of constantly clashing like this.
As I walk away.
Why is he staring at us all of a sudden?
Don't look at me. You got yourself in this mess. You get yourself
I'm
out.
sorry that you have to hear all this.
I wouldn't say it's fine. I also wouldn't say it's a little awkward. It is massively awkward.
Indeed. It's like going to visit a friend at his house, only to suddenly hear your friend berating a naughty Saurian.
Well, that's an oddly specific analogy. Wait, did one of your friends really do that?
Yes. And every time my friend scolded his Saurians, they would look at me the same way you're looking at me now. Helpless and embarrassed.
You did this. Okay, I feel like this is a. Okay, you basically have been caught committing treason. I feel like this should be treated a lot more seriously than teehee, oh no, this is embarrassing.
Wait, but you're the one getting your head chewed off. Stop making this about us!
Indeed, you've got a point. Then please just hang in there for a little while longer. Granny should be done with her scolding session soon.
The fact that you've apparently been scolded so many times that you know how long it will be before she's done is interesting. And actually concerning.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me? You...
Sorry, Granny.
Hey, we did nothing wrong. Don't be yelling at us.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny.
Uh-oh.
You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so why would you listen to an old hag like me?
Oh, Paimon, you just broke the last straw for her. She's gone off the deep end
You
now.
say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me. Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables. I don't need anything from you.
Ooh, boy, this is... Yeah. I mean, I understand perfectly where she's coming from.
Who's Aoife? A delivery person?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. There's nothing I can say to get through to you. Ororon, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you. And we've long closed the book on that incident.
It sounds like more along the lines of you have closed the book, but he has not.
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history. I'm starting to get lost.
That's not it, Granny. I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to say, I mean, words are cheap. You need to start taking action. Also, what's about to happen?
His voice. Ororon, where have you gone?
Interesting. So he has literally vacated his body.
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan. So I've got to go.
Did he literally just shadow What was it? Substitution no jutsu or something? Did he literally just use a substitute jutsu on us?
Get back here this instant! Ororon! What is this? Powder from plant spores? Is that the trick he used?
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away like that?
Okay, I'm just trying to determine if the screams in the background are supposed to be normal or if something's about to happen.
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion.
Oh, that's not concerning
He
at all.
pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Oh, couldn't he have picked up something more useful? Little brat. That's it. The next time we meet, I'm definitely going to break his legs.
Hey,
Honestly, valid. Honestly, kind of valid at this point. Maybe extreme, but valid. You know, granted, of course, if she actually does do it, I would be like, ugh. But that's neither here or now.
Whoa, that's a little extreme.
Little is an
But
understatement.
Still, why does he feel like he needs to run from us? If his goal is also to protect Natlan, then can't we work together?
I really would like to know just what the heck's going on, to be perfectly honest.
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, there's no guarantee you would have gained anything substantial.
You don't know that, though. You have no way of knowing. That is pure speculation on your part. Just, at the very least, we would at least have a better grasp of the situation of what is the heck's going
Ororon
on.
probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later. Oh, that brat. I swear.
I mean, considering the fact that you literally were threatening him with tools, I'm pretty sure, yeah, he needed to get the heck out of Dodge. Yep. Yeah, some sort of substantial plan. Otherwise, it's a lot of... There has to be some logical reasoning to this besides pure speculation. Yep, yeah, no reason to... He had to have shown Ororon something to get him on board. Yep, it's out of the cards for now, so it might be faster to just approach the... Okay, so yeah. Yeah, at that point, we already know something suspicious is going on, so let's go to Mavrika and confront her about this, and hopefully get the truth out of her. Oh, most certainly it has hurt her really badly.
We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our
Or
time.
really not...
It'll give
What?
me a moment to figure out how to explain all this.
Okay, so depending what city you're referring to, if you're talking about the arena that's literally right next to us, then that's not going to be that long of a walk, I hate to tell ya, but whatever. Let me just get myself repositioned here. Sorry if I'm peeking a lot. I have to see about editing in, so hopefully that won't be a problem in the... once I posted this. Again, the screams in the background are a bit concerning. I don't know if that's normal or not. Alright, return to the stadium, which again is Okay, so not only is it... We're not even in the stadium... Okay, the stadium, they just call the stadium. So we're not in the actual main part of the stadium. We're at the entrance of the stadium. We are literally...
What could the children be up to?
I could literally see the entrance.
Let them do as they please.
There's not even any talking along the way, so it's like... Oh my lord. Enough about my ranting now. At the very least, I hope it's entertaining for all of you, at least. I can only hope. Cutscene time! Oh, I timed that very nicely. And I had no idea that was gonna happen then.
Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry?
Yes.
How about we get
Yes.
something to eat?
Yes.
All right, it's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax,
No, it
I just
hasn't.
realized how hungry she is.
You're always hungry.
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
You should not have said that. You should not have said that. Yeah, we can cover our own. No, no, no. You do not speak for me. You do not know. She will cover the bill if she's offering. Yep, Paimon's got the secret food fund, so she can do the... Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Paimon can take care of it.
How did this become Paimon's bill?
You know.
See, Lolly looks quite down on herself.
Oh, wow, we actually are kind of sharing the same wavelength here.
All right. It's on Paimon this time. What's one meal to the best guide into that?
She says that as she's secretly crying mentally about you know, the lost money.
So you can just sit back and enjoy, Sweet Lolly. Paimon will take care of it.
Props to the voice actress, where I could literally hear the grit of her teeth when she said that. That's amazing. I love Paimon's voice actor so much. I love everyone's voice acting, but what Paimon just did there is just French kiss right there. Like, that is perfect. Just showcasing on how, yes, sure, you just sit back, enjoy, and Paimon will take care of this. But a lot more subtle with it than I did. Like, I love the voice acting so much.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks? I just wanted to treat you to a meal.
Well, at the very least, it's not the ether, so... I mean, I will never say no to a free meal. Especially... well, anyways.
Are you sure? We can save you some more.
I think if anything, I mean, if she doesn't mind, I would offer a hug personally. I do. That would be something I would try to offer, try to comfort in some way.
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the time we've spent together. Let me get this one. I might be an old hag, but I like to think I'm not completely useless.
You are not. Okay, why is everyone just don't remember the phrase deprecation? Is that it? Like, everyone's so, that phrase. You all know what I'm trying to say. Like, y'all need to stop it. It's very concerning, actually.
Sure, that's fine with us, but Paimon doesn't want you to be sad, Sweet Lolly.
Don't worry. I'm sure a juicy grilled steak will work wonders.
I mean, it can help things a little bit, but it can only... That steak's not that good. Alright, well... Onwards, then. If anything, I think maybe a home-cooked meal would help out? Maybe we can cook her something. Just find out her... Hold on. Okay, it's still going through here. Okay. Interesting we have to cut through the arena. But maybe we could do just, maybe a surprise meal for her. Like, maybe a surprise dinner, or maybe even a party of some kind. No, given the circumstance, a party wouldn't help out. It'd probably be best to just get, maybe a dessert. Ooh, a dessert. That always would help, brighten people's moods, potentially. Well, anyway, it's time to enter the Weary Inn. Weary. Yep, we find a quiet spot. Well, I don't know, the music's not being very quiet. We order some food and fruit juice while she is getting plastered. Oh, spill the tea, honey. Spill all the tea.
What are you looking at?
Do you see two people standing by the door? They
Oh,
look like spitting
no.
images of each other.
Oh, no.
Are they twins?
Why would that be some... Oh, wow, they're really going full on into this, huh?
Paimon only sees one person there.
I think you had enough, but do keep on talking now. This is very interesting.
Huh? How could that be?
Oh, yeah,
I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. Give me another bottle, boss.
Oh my lord, she's lamenting on the situation with her grandson. Oh my lord. I think now I vaguely remember I did get slightly spoiled about this. On Twitter screenshots, I'm pretty sure. I completely forgot about this.
Do you think she's drunk?
Paimon, do you really need to ask? We've seen Venti.
There you go, miss.
Hi. It's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends.
No!
Not to mention ones who've made a huge name for themselves recently.
Oh, honey, you just stepped on a landmine.
So you've heard of us?
Well, maybe she hasn't stepped on a landmine. She said the granny word.
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Sitlali. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know. I don't even remember the last time I saw her with a new friend.
She is right there, you know.
Wait, so you call her Granny too?
Unless she has passed out at this point.
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny. She's one of the most famous people at the Masters of the Night Wind. Most days, hardly anyone even dares talk to her.
Yeah, that sounds...
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
Oh no. And she said your name too.
Please, Granny, I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great customers too.
Oh, you are enjoying all of the wine that she's drinking, aren't you?
Alright, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep staring at me. I promise I'll keep my alcohol down until I leave.
Okay, so either that means she's not going to drink any more alcohol, or she means the contents that are in her stomach that she will keep it down until she leaves the building. I wonder which one it is. Also, those tacos in the back look very delish at the moment. Ooh, now I want some cheesy tacos now.
Well then, you have my thanks.
Something tells me there were incidents. Yep, after Shanka leaves, eat lolly, a few more glasses, you lied. Oh no. If anything, she's drunk, but she's... I mean, I honestly, I don't think I never really experienced being drunk, so I don't know if she... I really don't know. And she is lost into the ether of her memories.
Sitlali? Sitlali?
Paimon, I wouldn't be that close. I wouldn't be that close to her. If anything, I should actually stand back a little bit. Actually, she is in, you are in the splash zone, as I should say.
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me guess. You want to test your skills against Granny Eatsley, don't ya?
And again, she keeps raising her voice at the granny part. I love the voice actor for her.
Are you still with us, Sitlali? You're kind of
Paimon.
talking to no one.
Mon, why are you trying to apply logic here? Like, sorry, let me rephrase that. You need to apply logic here. She is so gone. It is not. She's in the stratosphere at this point.
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me. Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this big scary bully. It's always the same story. You brats start it, I finish it, and then I end up with the reputation of being some kind of terrible monster among the shamans.
Oh, honey, someone please get... Gosh darn it, can we just give all the characters big hugs? Let's just, get it, let's just get, get a blanket, put you down, set you down on the sofa or something, get you, some cocoa or something, or some honey, and then just give you a hug, and then just, let's just let it all out.
I mean, come on.
Monster?
Me? Really? What did I do to deserve that?
Well, I mean, as long as you're not saying anything along the lines of cutting people's heads off or breaking people's legs, and as long as you weren't saying stuff like that.
Granny Seat Lolly, you're not a monster at all.
No, you're not. You're just very emotional. Like, you're very... you care a lot.
Exactly! And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab, I actually have a pretty packed schedule, you know. Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you.
She is in a whole new plane of existence at this point.
Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? I know my stuff. I'm a good teacher. You tell him.
Well, I don't know if you're... Well, I do wonder... Yep, thank you for all the techniques, ma'am.
That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right. You can always rely on old Granny.
I feel really bad, because it sounds like she has been holding on to this for... This has just been festering for a long, long time. And she's gone. So, Paimon, about that bill that you were going to pay for.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open? Oh, jeez.
Well, alright. Come on, Paimon. Let's go ahead and get her to bed.
Behind this pitch black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself. Behind the smoke, the lingering smoke.
Ooh, hello. Got a vision of some kind? Some sort of prophecy?
Ah, she's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually racing at this point. It's quite the opposite of sleep.
I feel like if anything... I don't know about meditating. I feel like if anything, when she's in this stasis, her mind is just... I don't know. It's almost like it's enhanced almost. Like it's not bound by her limitations or something. And so it's just off to the races at this point, to the point where, if anything, it looks like her power, her gift seems to have almost like taken the reins almost. Like, it's really fascinating actually in how this is working.
Is this another specialty of the Masters of the Nightwind?
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Citlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks, few have been able to master hers.
Warning, warning. Red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes.
Hello, danger has now arisen within that pair of eyes. Hold on a second. Did Ororon had two eye colors, right?
Huh?
Did Ororon have red eyes? Like, or at least one red eye? Red.
Traveler? Paimon?
Oh, that's one way to get sober.
What's wrong?
Everything.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
there it is.
roll.
Hang on, just keep it in.
Oh, you should have seen this coming.
Phew. Okay, it's passed. That was a close one.
Please tell me the voice actress is also did the burps too. I'm not gonna lie, that's fantastic if she did. You know, but I understand if it's just the sound effects.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over the table just now.
Paimon, let us currently just... Okay, let's have her just close her eyes. Let's get her out of the room. Find a bucket of some kind. Because there's currently an entire meal in front of her with, might I add, massive amounts of ketchup and mustard. Like, oh my lord, that is a lot of ketchup and mustard.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never happened before, I swear.
Bull.
I've never thrown up. Not once.
Yeah, we didn't ask about that, but I can smell bull. Like, Ito, you here? Yeah,
You feeling okay? Wanna take a quick walk and get some fresh air?
She is not okay. She is not okay, hon.
There's so much that I want to say, but I can't.
Why not? Of course you can. Just say whatever's on your mind.
If anything, do you want us to go to a more private setting so you can just, you know, let it out?
Please, Paimon. It's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right? What would you think of
Has
me
it?
if I were to start dumping all of my complaints on you after we've only just met?
I do understand where you're coming from. If that's the case, if you don't feel comfortable telling us, do you maybe you want to go talk with Mawika? Because I think I heard something along the lines you guys hang out, besties sort of thing going on there. Like maybe you can talk to her about it at least. So at least talk to someone. It's obvious that there's a lot of stuff that, you know, you're holding in. And you need to talk to someone at this point, because it is really not healthy keeping all of this in. Especially if you're literally drinking and, you know, drowning your sorrows at the end of a bottle.
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
I honestly... I would not think less of you. You know, especially if there's something that I can do to help out, I can help out. Again, trying to figure out how to phrase certain things in certain ways. I feel like I'm overthinking a little bit, so let's move on.
No, that wasn't my point at all. Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking
Nope.
about shame. I've lived all these years and still can't get rid of it. Surely you know the feeling too?
It really depends on your definition of shame, ultimately. You know, honestly, I feel like a lot of youngsters nowadays they just lack empathy for other people, personally. You know, at least it's, you know... And then again, I don't want to say everyone, but it just, to me, it seems like it nowadays. But moving on, that's neither here or there.
Actually, about that.
Okay, so what are we about to tell her?
Huh? Tell me what?
No! Paimon, no! No! Oh my lord, my microphone's gonna peak so much. No! You're really gonna tell her this now? After she's just poured her heart out, well, semi-heart out of her past struggles and her current situation with her dear grandson, and now tell her that you were mindless? Now's the time? No! Paimon, why?
Yeah, this is as good a time as any.
No, it's not! This is literally the worst time you could be doing this! I apologize if anyone's wearing headphones at this point in time. I do apologize. I tried. I moved myself far back as far as I can that I feel comfortable, just so that way the microphone will still pick things up. But I just know the person who's gonna watch this video is currently cackling loudly in the back, you know, as they're watching this video. If anything, I wouldn't be surprised if he pauses the video and I'm just gonna hear cackling. Just mad. I just get to hear the cackling at this moment in time. And I know you're doing it. And I don't blame you. But Paimon, no! We're really doing this. We're really gonna say this at her lowest of points right now. This is literally... What do you mean, try not to? This is what... Give me 5 seconds for me to collect myself, as my brain is currently short-circuiting at this moment in time. Okay, we're back, and that has been literally 3 seconds. Okay. There it is. There it is. This is a weird way to do it transition-wise, but okay, what's the reaction? I'm almost afraid to hit continue. Okay. Okay, we got the calm before the storm.
So, you heard my...
Yeah, here it is.
It's okay, Lolly. You had every right
It's
to complain
not.
about those things.
Valid. I'm gonna say this for the record. While yes, I would like to have had gone blackmail. I still stand for the record that you probably should have said something the minute it started to happen.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me?
Because the game developers like to see you suffer.
Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? That's too much.
Honestly, I was expecting this to be a lot worse. I was honestly expecting her to literally flip the bloody table.
It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing.
Okay, so too specific, and also now I know where Ororon gets it from. So that obviously has happened to her.
So that, happens to you a lot.
Paimon, why are you just kicking her so many times while she's down?
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter
No.
if you're 200 years
No.
old or 1,000
it-
years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. I was just picking something generic.
Oh, honey, that was... generic? So how many times has this happened to you? Because if you're saying it's generic to the point where how often does this... Okay, so we know that she's probably around over 1,000 years old at this point. Good to know, good to know. Gonna file that way into the back of my head for the moment, and yeah. She is a massive granny bear, awkward, socially inept kind of person. And I love it. I love her character so much to the point where I'm definitely gonna probably try to pull for her if I have any left after my Wika. No. Okay. How dare you, Traveler? How dare you? You know how it is plain to everyone around us how she looks and feels. And you all are just constantly kicking her in the face repeatedly. Why? What is this vendetta? It's like this game has a weird vendetta that's against this character.
Take a walk with me. I have things to share with you.
That I also do not want to repeat in this tavern, which we have already done a lot of, might I add.
She's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
We should follow her just to make sure she doesn't do anything stupid. Wow! Low-key, the shade that we're throwing. Okay. So this has been a lot. This has been a lot. I'm definitely going to have to... Yeah, we're going on about 3 hours now. I'm definitely going to have to split this up multiple ways. Yeah, let's just keep on going.